Hello friends, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Welcome back from break, I guess is fair to say. But hello, hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful and fantastic day, as per usual. You guys are wonderful and amazing, and we are back from the holidays. We took a nice little chill time, if you will, but we're officially back. Content should be much more consistent. I just kind of needed to take a few days as the holidays. I mean, one, everyone's incredibly busy anyways, so that's just kind of a thing, you know? But aside from that, you know, it was just nice to be able to breathe. Breathing was very, very nice. Just so then that way, you know, holiday retail was hell, as you guys know. And so allowing myself to not have to worry about holiday retail and just kind of like mentally reset is very good for the brain and the noggin. And, you know, just like everything else that's been going on. But hopefully you guys all had a great break. James, thank you so much. 2 months with the favorite PokeTuber Lens. It's an honor. James, it's an honor. Are you aware that for you, it's an honor? To me, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. But thank you guys so much. New Year's was really great. We got to spend it with everyone. Christmas was really great. Got to have time with like the family and spending it with them. So it was all just really, really nice and peaceful. The music is really loud for you guys. Hold on. That's probably a little bit better. Now it's not so loud. But so all of that happened. And just as a preface, because I know some people watch the VODs, and so I try to get as much information out at the beginning of these streams as possible. 2023 is going to be a very big year if all goes as according to plan. So 2023, the goal is to really differentiate myself and make a name for myself in a way that is different than a lot of my other friends is the goal. Danny, hello from America. Hopefully England is treating you well, friend. But yeah, you know, the goal is to differentiate myself. Hopefully I can start to give you guys a few of the stepping stones as to how that is going to happen and is in plan to be in action by the end of January. That is the goal. So I can tell you guys more about it hopefully soon, but it will be really, really cool. It'll be something that hopefully a lot of you guys are excited about. Kiers, I hope your break was refreshing. Thanks. It really was. I needed it so bad. So just to like have days where I don't have to stress and just like not have to worry about stuff. I know it sounds crazy, guys, but that's really good for the mental health. It's like super, super good for the mental health. How can we help the plans? Who must we kidnap? Nothing. It's just, it involves a lot of other people. And so it's making sure that everything is like lined up and good to go in like every aspect of that. So I'm good to go, but it depends on a lot of other people that I don't think you guys know, which is kind of cool as well. But there should be a lot of convention stuff that happens this year. Once again, if you guys are in the Greenville, South Carolina area, Vandy and I will hopefully be at a convention at the end of January, as long as everything happens. It's blue da boo dee da boo die with the 26 months. That's over 2 years. You're insane. Thank you so much. And happy 2023 to everyone as well. Yes. Happiest of the 2023s. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of plans I can't necessarily talk about. Not yet, at least. But like I said, hopefully things are coming soon, and then I don't have to leave you guys in the dark for a lot of these things. But like I said, it's something that's very different from what a lot of my friends have been doing so far. And so I'm putting my eggs in a lot of different baskets to help make the channel grow. And I'm hoping these baskets are things that you're excited about, because they're all still Pokemon, they're all still Nintendo related, right? But it's working those things in a different way. very vague, I know. But like I said, it involves a lot of people, and I don't want to spoil other people's surprises by giving you guys too good of hints, you know? But we are here to shiny hunt the 𝗠𝗠. I have spent basically all day trying to get eggs and all of the wonderful stuff. Let me make it so you guys can see. I know, you guys are curious. If you guys want to try to guess, I won't tell you if you're right or wrong, but you guys can try to brainstorm together if you guys want to. You guys are more than welcome to try to brainstorm. I'm going to take any of these extra eggs that are here real quick because the only way to shiny hunt Scorbunny is through eggs. But even the mods don't know. So that's how you guys know it's a super secret, is if the mods don't know. But, okay, let's pack up. 𝗔𝗓𝚘𝚗𝚘𝚘 Penguin finally collabing. Listen, it would be a dream. But if it's a dream for Dylan and Dylan just got the opportunity to do it, I don't know if I'm at the top of Shady Penguin's list, you know? The list of the penguins in line. Exactly. Can't wait for a Pokemon home to come to Scarlet and Violet. It's gonna be very exciting. It's a grind, at least it has been for me. Oh, it absolutely has. And like this new avenue that I'm going to be taking alongside some other people, it's definitely going to be a grind with that as well. Because it's something you can't just like bring off the ground and just expect to be running with it. If that kind of makes sense. So, like I said, it's going to be a challenge, but we are here for the challenges, you know? And like I said, hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. But like I said, you guys are more than welcome to guess. I won't tell you if you're right or wrong, but you guys can at least do it. Where's my... Where's my... Is he under rock? He's probably under rock. Yeah, there he is. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I have a flame body mon. I know I do. The 26-way sleep block versus into the Pokemon Day live stream calling it turns into a series and then into a movie. Imagine. Simply imagine, you guys. However, I am looking for ideas. If anyone wants to brainstorm or present any ideas to me for what to do for the 4-year channel anniversary that is happening here in February. So, sleep walks are kind of like working their way out as a trend. They're not really as popular anymore. So, like, I could do a sleep walk, but like people just don't care about them as much anymore. So I don't know if I want to do like a marathon stream and have it work almost like a subathon. But like I'm open to ideas, interested in trying new things. I just don't know what I want those new things to. People are just sleeping on them. You really said people are just sleeping on them. You're not wrong. You are not wrong in the slightest. Hold on, let me try to. There we go. Cool. I had to fix an audio thing on my side. I love sleep walks. I'm down to do them. It's just the fact that like it's hard when other people it's a dying trend, unfortunately. Like aside from me this year and Ryan, I can't name another person who did a sleep walk. Like, can anyone else, like, genuinely? Can anyone else genuinely name someone who did a sleep walk? Of course I closed the application I needed. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Now this should work. There we go. Maybe do a a bunch of challenges in one day. Okay. Bigger people no, smaller people yes. Fair. First egg shiny, I wish. Vinny discussed doing one in the coming months. See, here's the thing. Vinny and I both end up doing our sleep block / celebration streams almost the exact same weekend every single time. It's very, very ironic and very funny. But yeah, like I said, I'm debating and open to doing like subathon kind of stuff where like it starts at a certain time and the more support the stream gets, the longer it goes. So like that's definitely an option. It's just, what do you do to make people care for that long? I've never seen anyone do a Pokemon Legends Arceus sleep block. That's also true. That would be kind of crazy and like fun to revisit it. That game's just so hard. That game's so hard. It's definitely an option. Definitely an option though. XD Gale of Darkness. Fun fact, that is, no, it was the longest sleep block I had ever done. But the shiny lock one that I did ended up beating it. It 100% ended up beating that. 22 hours was my longest, and then I think the shiny lock one that I did for Gen 7, I think went 26 hours. That one was brutal. That one absolutely destroyed me. How do you sleep block PLA? I don't know if I would be able to like Nuzlocke it, but I think it would just be more so like playing it without stopping. You know? Have you thought of a hardcore Nuzlocke of XD? I don't know if I'd win that. I don't know if that's like possible to beat. I would maybe do it as like a live stream. I think doing it for a sleep block would be like asking to perish, respectfully. Because I remember I've done XD and then I did XG. And it's very hard. It is very, very hard to do, especially knowing you have the time crunch, you know? The time crunch behind it is what really hurts because you can't just take the time it takes to grind in that game because there's not really a way to grind in that game without it taking forever. And you can't hack in rare candies either. Or 9 times out of 10 it breaks the game. So that's the only thing that sucks. It's just so hard. It's such a hard game. I remember when you did Coliseum, that was something. Yeah. Colo was the first sleep block I ever did. As a fun fact, it was on Twitch. A Twitch Coliseum Nuzlocke, and we lost before we even got to the first Mirror B fight. So what I'm hearing is we bring back Coliseum. If we did it, I'd have to bring back like the 3 lives rule. That's the only way to do it, because if you get stuck, because basically the reason we lost is there's a forced Coliseum fight you have to do where you have to fight like tons of people in a row. I think it's like 4 or 5 people in a row. And they had a Magneton and I think it was a Dragon Dancing Gyarados. But it just like basically one-shot my entire team. And so when you're in that position and it doesn't give you an option to grind, like you're just kind of screwed, you know? Also, I'm gonna blow out this candle here real quick. You know? I say we do Gen 5 for no particular reason. No, not at all new. Not a single reason. That would be kind of crazy. 4-way cage lock in XD with teams. That would be wild. The 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 doing that one. I am definitely gonna keep doing that series. It's not dead. I think I still have the file saved somewhere for it. So we'll see if the Scarlet Violet randomizer Nuzlocke we were doing continues to run well. Like I said, just with how glitchy the application was in the stage that it is, like, I don't want other people to have to worry about whether or not they're going to have to worry about flashing lights and whether that's going to give them like a health reaction. to watching my content. Like, that's not what I'm here for, and I don't want to make other people stress about that. So depending on how it continues to run, we might just cut the X, I will say X and Y, the Scarlet Violet Randomizer Nuzlocke, until it's in a better state, you know? Because like I said, I don't want people to have to worry about it. Maybe a shorter game for a sleep block. I mean, we could bring back like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire with like custom forms and, you know, run it back, quote unquote, old school. Since custom forms are just so like they're not out, but they're not in. You know what I mean? Pokemon Conquest. I don't think I've ever played Conquest, actually. But again, that depends on if people actually like want to show up for a sleep block. You know? I know Culpa is saying they've been working on things. They've definitely been working on things. Yes. That is definitely a true statement. So, you're not wrong. It's just, you know, on the developer side of how they're working on things, things need to get fixed. But there is a lot coming. Like, people are definitely working on it. It's just the speed in which they can get it done. And a lot of stuff like that we can do, we don't have control over, like the flashing lights and stuff like that. So there's a lot. It's me. I'm the people. Cafe Remix. I'm not gonna lie. I downloaded it. I downloaded it this last weekend because so here's the thing, guys. Who should I shiny hunt? Cloth. Blue crab. Cafe Remix is so fun. I'm still like trying to understand it. There's just like, there's a lot of things going on. You know? I'm just trying to think of like what we could do to like make it spicy, you know? Because the whole Sword and Shield thing with like the custom evolutions, that was cool because like no one's ever done it before and it was like super different, you know? So like I like doing things like that. I mean, we could even run it back and do like an X and Y shiny lock sleep lock. We could do something like that because I know you guys liked the shiny lock. 20 more mother flipping months, Linda. Happy New Year. This is going to be your year. You're such an incredible human and I'm sending you nothing but love and success this year. Thank you. That's so nice of you, Logan. Thank you for the 20 months. Can you guys hear my cat? Hold on. She wants to get out. But James, like there technically is. I just know everyone and their mother is playing Radical Red right now. I don't know how all of them got together and they're like, hey, every single one of us are going to play Radical Red all at the same time. But, I don't know. I just don't want to do the same thing as everyone else. And like a lot of people respectfully, I mean this with all of the respect in the world. People only care about ROM hacks for a day and then they don't give a anymore. And so like, I don't want to commit to doing, I mean, this is not talking about sleep block. This is just talking in general because I feel like getting a sleep block for a ROM hack would be very hard to do. Because people watch stuff that's familiar and if it doesn't look familiar to them, they click off essentially. Yeah, so there are, what I'm trying to say is, yes, there are ROM hacks I haven't played. It's just ROM hacks are very dangerous and hard to play on the channel unless you have 300,000 subscribers. That's the downside. Hold on, I'm gonna let my cat out. Chat, here's cat. Small cat. I thought you wanted to leave. Okay, let's go. Okay. Jose, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a great day, friend. I need to do my hair before I go to work today. Whew. It's so frizzy. I have some news. Someone tried to access my Discord from North Carolina and I already got everything taken care of. Vandy's trying to steal my Discord account. That is funny, Logan. That is a good one. New tradition, I guess you shine a lock every February and it'll go to the Pokemon Day stream. That's it. That's what we'll do. That's the way. Pokemon Black or White sleeve block. So here's the thing. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. Those are my least favorite games on the planet, arguably ever. No, I'll put them above Kanto. They're my second least favorite games ever created. And because I don't play them and I don't like them, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And so if I'm going to be spending 24 hours playing a game, I would like to be a game where I know what I'm doing and I can complete it in a relatively fast time. Iron Monlock for a sleep block? Bestie, the stream would never end. It would never end. Also, Logan, the answer to that would be too much. Black 2, and Black 3. Right. So, hear me out. I thought we were closer than this. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. I thought we were closer than this. Read it and weep. Believe it or not. I just thought we were closer than that. That's all it is. The drama. Simply. There's so many bunnies. I turned into a shiny tarantula. Let's go! Congratulations. She doesn't get us. What do you mean? I just thought we were closer than you recommending my least favorite games. Unironically. How much in a Gen 6 game? Too much. Too much, bestie. Too much, but thank you for the $2. I do appreciate you greatly. I appreciate you greatly, greatly, greatly. So you want the shiny Bun? I do. But I know what you're about to say. Because knowing you and knowing your luck, you're going to be like, well, did you know that I actually got the shiny Bun the first day? And not only that, but I have 5. Right? If you want, I can show you. Are these the words about to leave your mouth? Is that you already have one, Mark? I have a shiny... Zap, there it is. 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 Did I call it, chat? Or did I call it? Did I call it or did I call it? I know Mark too well. He already has one. The speed. The speed in which he... in his own 2 hands. Mark got read like a book. Ah! I have an Eevee for you. Don't make me send it to the Shadow Realm. You wouldn't dare. That's a lot of talk, mister. Shiny Bun is like the shiny Charmander. Everyone wants it. Yeah, Charmander's mid at best. Woo, and that's the tea. He's just so overrated, is really what it is. I'm tired of people being like, oh my god, if it weren't for the lizard, I wouldn't be here. Gen 1 or bust. They will never make a starter trio like Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur ever again. Give me the lizard in every game or I riot. I'm sending a letter. That's what I'm annoyed of. Charmander is what now? I said what I said. I said what I said. Why is the lizard not a friend? Okay. It's the Gen 1ers who can't handle their Pokemon not being in a game. It is the Gen 1ers who can't get past Gen 1. Normalized bashing OG Gen 1 and OG Gen 2. Listen, I will give honest critique of any game. Like, there's slander I could say about Gen 4, and Gen 4 is my favorite. Gen 2 had the potential to be fantastic, but they decided to make the level scaling trash. Is really what it is. So Lynn's chat, I'm casually dating a Gen 1er, and it's honestly so frustrating. Logan went on a date, and they're official? And I was not aware? Logan? Are they the Charizard boys? Is it a Charizard fanatic? If so, Char, cover your ears. It's not too late to get help. It's not too late to help yourself. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's really toxic. It's really, really toxic. Can we talk about the fact that Newt caught this? You used a dusk ball for your bun bun? Newt. We're gonna get you out of there, Logan. Notice how Logan isn't blinking. I'm just scared. Oh, Newt got it from... Okay, hold on. So you mean to tell me that Newt said that he would give me a bunny, but he didn't have a bunny. So then you got the bunny from Bri, got the bunny, and then traded the bunny to me. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that the correct passage of events? We're in a relationship, but we're in the dating phase, and he's cute, and it's honestly his only fault. Aww. It's okay. Some things can be fixed. Some things can be fixed. Fun fact, Charizard won the poll for most popular Pokemon of 2022. And that makes me so depressed. Genuinely, this is gonna make people mad. Ready? Move on. We are in Generation 9. Move on. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Who's ready to see Linz's reaction when Gen 5 remakes get announced? Here's the thing. I want Gen 5 to be done and be done well. I genuinely do. Because I would love to love a Gen 5 game. I would. And I think with how big the region is, I think it genuinely has a lot of potential. I just don't want it to be a train wreck and I end up hating it more than I already do. That's the nicest thing I've heard Lynn say. Charmander needs to saw it off, in my opinion. Listen, if they just stopped putting Charmander in every single game and giving in to the Gen 1ers, maybe they'd back off. It's only because they keep giving in and being like, all right, we have to put Charmander in or else we'll get the hate mail. And it's always Charmander who gets in. Not Blastoise, not Venusaur. It's always them first. I decree that we give Venusaur representation. Only Venusaur. And we'll just mistakenly, conveniently, just not put Charizard in there. Gen 1ers would be cracking at the seams, foaming from the mouth. Imagine. Simply imagine. Prize, thank you so much for being a member for 37 months. If Charmander is not friend, why is he friend shaped? Charmander is a friend. The big lizard, the fanboys, they're too high. Hi, Fishboy Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a great day, friend. Oh, that's an L. It's Flash Boy. It's Flash Boy. I think I read Fish Boy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I have Thanos on speed dial. He can handle the Gen 1ers. Or, hear me out. imagine, right? We just sprinkle in random starters from across the board. We'll simply put in Chestnut just because everyone would be fuming and it would force them to have to acknowledge Chestnut as an individual, right? We put Chestnut in. We put in Popplio. And then, as much as I don't want to say Emboar, Emboar is probably the least recognized fire starter. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Say superior. So true. So true. And those are the only ones in there. And if they ask for more, they never get them. They never get them. But chat, can we get some love in the chat for Price for being a Kitsune once again? Let's go. Thank you so much for being a Kitsune, the $100 member tier for 37 months. That is insane. You found it that fast, Lethal Wolf? That's insane. You are cracked out of your mind. Congrats on your shiny cloth. Congratulations. Also, guys, in absolutely fantastic news, I had my first short hit the YouTube algorithm. It is the first time I've had one do it. I'm very excited. And now I'm just hoping that it continues to happen, or else I'll be really sad. I will be so sad. I'm just kind of letting it happen. And I'm like, listen, if I just don't look at it, then I won't be depressed. Because it can only go up. I don't even have the shiny charm. Let's go. That's so exciting. Congratulations. Because I have that one that just went up like 3 days ago. I'm going to edit the Meryl one into a short. Because it ended up being really funny how I was like, hey, yo, take me to your leader. And then the shiny one showed up. That one was iconic. So, hopefully we'll do that one.
Morgan Prevo says, if Snivy can't be in Scarvi, put him in Unite at least.
Put him in Unite. He would be a good speedster. He would be. Hear me out, though. Gen 10 should stay away from the grass, fire, water thing. They should go with dark fighting psychic. It would be cool. It would be very, very cool. James, congrats on your shiny Scorbunny. How do you get the shiny charm? You have to complete the Pokedex. You do have to complete the dex. You don't have to catch all of them. You can have them traded to you and it still counts. So, as long as you at least have that, then you're good. All 400. Every single one. Not a single one missing. At least one Gen 2 star needs to be in Unite. They will be. Slowly but surely. I mean, there's like, what, 50? They have to be close to like 50 Mons in the game for Unite at this point. How many are in the game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 times 1, 2, 3, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. There are 48 Mons in Unite. I was pretty close. 48. They're almost at 50. We got Dragapult. We did. Dragapult was the most recent to launch. So, I keep forgetting to check if my Unite is fixed. Did it break again after we played together? That's crazy. 49 needs to be for Alligator. One of them is confirmed to be Comfy. But there's another one that's supposed to come out before Comfy that we don't know what it is yet. Unless it got leaked somewhere. But from what I've seen, everyone who has the ability to data mine the game hasn't figured out what it is yet. Comfy, but why? It's a support. It's a support. It was still lag, so I'm trying to get rid of the lag as a whole. I wonder why that happened. You know? That's kind of crazy. I'm trying to hatch a shiny Palmy and I'm going to name it Strawberry. I know. Okay, so words. Palmy was the first Pokemon I shiny hunted in this game. I got it in 68 eggs, I think it was. It was either 65 or 68. But I named it Strudel. He's like the #1 shiny I wanted in this game. And I actually got it real fast, which was very nice. Last time I played was with you, fun fact. I mean, last time I played was with you. I just really wanted to beat the battle pass. And I think rank didn't reset, right? Rank still has like another 30 days. I think. I want to try to hit Masters at least. Solo queue is just hell. It's just not fun. I'm excited to play as Comfy. I've heard it's broken. I've heard it's like really broken from the testing stages. It's got like 2 weeks. Okay. Can't wait to grind really hard to Masters just for it to reset as soon as I hit Masters. It's just the way it goes. When are we playing again? Hopefully sometime soon. Bella Bolt is very goofy. Guys, imagine Bella Bolt in Unite. Imagine. As a defender. You're checking the Unite reset right now? Yeah, if you would tell me when ranked ends, that would be really cool. That would be great and fantastic. Also, guys, hit the like button if you guys haven't already. It would be greatly appreciated. Did I hatch all of them already? I did. Okay. I'm just really bad at resetting. Are there any mons you want in Unite? Zoroark was actually one who was at the top of my list for like a really long time. I think Florges would be really cool as a support, but then they added Comfy. So I was like, well, you were close. You were close to what I said. My favorite Pokemon's Flareon, and they already have 3 of the evolutions in the game. And the developer of Unite did say that they want to see full evolution teams be possible. So based off of bias, I would love to say Flareon. And I would love if it were to be as broken as Glaceon. But I feel like Flareon's going to be one of the last ones they add. They'll probably do like Umbreon as a defender before they do like anything else, to be honest. You found 3 odd shinies and I got to switch Scarlet for Christmas and you already beat the game. Let's go, Ian. You crushed it. You absolutely crushed it. So what I'm hearing is that if you need an alternate Mammo game because I almost exclusively are maining Mano. I have tried to main Mammo for a little bit. And then I think everyone just kept changing comps. And then I think right after that, Scizor dropped. And Scizor is a monster. And it still hasn't gotten nerfed, which is buck wild to me. It's insane. It is absolutely wild. 13 days until the end of the season. Okay. Who's your favorite gym leader? In Scarlet Violet, I really like Iono and Tulip. Iono, Tulip, and the ice one are probably my top 3. I just really wasn't like a big fan of like the guys in this region when it came to gym leaders. Like the water one's fine. The normal one is probably my least favorite, which I know is a hot take, but everyone loves him. I'm just like, about him, if you will. Linza's my new favorite. It's an honor. It's an honor. Rhyme is also cool. It's very, very cool. Truly would. A great point. You bring up a great point, Connor. Hi, Nigel. Welcome to the stream. The song is such a banger, respectfully. But yeah, you guys want to hear something gross? I'm kind of excited for it because it's going to be really easy, but hearing it on paper sounds disgusting. Do you guys want to know my shift today? You guys want to know my shift today? I go into work at 9 p.m. and I get off of work at 2 a.m. both today and tomorrow, which is why stream is like slightly earlier. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting home at like 3 a.m. But I would much rather do those shifts where it's like inventory. Nah, it's floor set. The cat is now crying outside my door because it wants to come back in. Yeah, we're doing floor set the next 2 nights. Because now that like all the winter stuff's out, we're getting so much spring stuff. And so it's like resetting all of that. Yeah. We do inventory every single night. Fun fact. So we don't have like scheduled inventories anymore. 9 a.m.? No. 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. Almost worse than inventory? Nah. Negatory. I mean, it's just nice because, like, you can show up in sweatpants. You can show up in sweatpants. You can have coffee or whatever you want to do. You can eat some snacks. It's just, like, it's non-stressful, which is really nice. Hi, Ariel. Hello, hello. Which shard did you pick? I picked Quaxley. I picked 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 final evolutions, I was once again Team Sprigatito. So it was very nice to not have my hopes and dreams crushed by what Sprigatito's final evolution looks like. Okay. Also, hi, Tristan. Hopefully you're having a good day and that you had a happy holidays with Hannah. Okay, let's... Boop. How many more eggs do I have? We have Olive Grass, Olive Rock, Olive Dark, and a majority of Psychic. Okay. That's a solid amount. That's a very, very solid amount. So yeah, today's stream is a little bit more chill. I just kind of figured we could like catch up and talk about the holidays and, you know, like I said, figure out what we want to do for the channel anniversary stream and a whole bunch of stuff like that. Just so in that way, it's not like me worrying about a Nuzlocke and pacing myself and getting to a good point and making progress. And have fun getting the tricks, Bunny. Have fun in D&D, Arson. I appreciate you. I'm alive. I'm so glad you're alive, Austin. That's awesome. Anything heavy you have to take inventory for? I mean, we do inventory every single night, and so we don't have to like touch any of the product really. All of our merchandise has like a microchip that's in the tag itself. And so we have like little scanners that'll like ping off of the metal sensors. So all we have to do is like hold the sensor and it'll scan like the entire store without us actually having to touch any of the product, which is really nice. I'm here to talk to you about something. Is this an intervention? Am I having an intervention right now? That is crazy. What was the first shiny you ever caught? Shiny Aaron in Gen 6. I did not have good shiny luck ever in any of the games. I also just like didn't shiny hunt before that, which also, you know, has a factor in everything. But my first full odds shiny I ever got without the shiny charm, without anything just randomly running into it, was Aaron in Gen 6. Your Schnux does that with a robot? What is Schnux? What is that? What is that? Thomas! Thank you for being a Woodland Guardian. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. You're a hero. We really did inventory, but then again, it was a small time grocery store. Ah, that does make sense. That does indeed check out. Austin about to tell you, you've been too good of a streamer. You're now the newest creator on the rise. Listen, that's a Vandy title. I don't feel like I can take that, you know? As he is, creator on the rise. And YouTube just casually promotes his stuff on like every single social media site. They're like, hey, really love this video you did. And I'm like, sir, who did you befriend? Who did you meet at the YouTube headquarters and like sell your soul to? Because I just want to know. I missed that store. Walmart put us out of business. Oh no. Not Wally World. The curse of the Wally. It's coming back in full force. I'm here about your car's extended warranty and your $45,000 in debt. That's crazy. That's crazy. And neither one of them are true. That's crazy. But I mean, if you're really insisting, Austin, I can give you my full social security number, all of my debit card information, and if you want, I'm more than happy to fax over my birth certificate. Just to get me out of that debt. As I'm sure it is very real and true. I renewed my membership to Linz and Vanny on the same day. So weird. But you're a hero, Thomas. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We had inventory every 6 months and some guy would come in to teach us how to use the scanners and I'm just sitting there. Yeah, we didn't have that. We did it all ourselves. Which actually was a lot easier in my opinion, but I'm here to save you 15% or more on car insurance. Thank heavens, honestly. I was very concerned that I wasn't gonna be able to save 15% or more on car insurance, so I'm just really glad that you're able to help me out with that, you know? Okay. 1, 2, 3. And 1. Okay. It's a grocery store that's pronounced like Nooks, but oh, Schnooks. Okay, I get it. I get it. You can trade an NPC, pin urchin, and they'll trade you a haunter. Yes, this is very true. This is very, very true. I'm so glad we could help you in your dreams, Thomas. I am so glad. But do you guys want to hear something crazy? So, as you guys may or may not know, Rich and Taylor and Sylvie and 𝗔𝗓𝚘𝚗𝚗𝚘 are all in town. And so they came out for New Year's. And so everyone had like yesterday to rest. But since everyone leaves tomorrow afternoon, we were like, okay, what if we go get brunch today, right? So brunch was originally supposed to be at 1. We pushed it back to 1:30. The restaurant closes at 2:30. And so we were like, hey, we have a table for 10, right? And they were like, okay, we're not going to be able to get you in for like 30 to 40 minutes. And we were like, okay, that's fine, but don't you close soon? Like, isn't that like a thing? Like, we even like offered to go somewhere else and they're like, no, it's fine. We'll sit you, we'll do whatever. And so we're like, okay, like, we really don't mind. Like, we don't want to be those people. So like, for real. And they were like, no, it's fine. And they said there's even people who are waiting after us. So it's not like we were like the last people in line. So we're like, okay, if you're sure, you know, just like doing this. And we're like, we feel really bad. They were swamped. Like, this restaurant was probably the busiest I have ever seen this restaurant. And it's a chain, mind you. I'm not going to name drop it, but it's a chain. We had them back where I was at in Omaha. They're like everywhere. And so, we're going through everything. We had to wait 40 minutes for the table, end up going there. And they're like, it's okay. We didn't have a full table we could give you, but we have 2 side tables that we can put side by side. And their definition of side by side was putting a wall in between us. But it wasn't just like a full wall. It was like a fence of sorts. And so we were laughing and like memeing and like doing everything with the fence between us. And so like one person would lean in between the gaps and the one would be like, so how's your job? How's everything like that? So it was kind of funny. We were memeing on it. These poor people were just like, again, it is 2 p.m. on a Monday, right? This restaurant was slammed beyond slammed. So you know how they have that order screen that you guys might be able to see when you work at a restaurant? If you guys work in food, you know what I'm talking about, where it has all the orders and they typically start green. And then if it's in yellow, that's like, hey, like you need to get these orders out. And if it's red, it's like, hey, yo, bestie, you're taking far too long. This is a problem. So we happen to look back because we're like close to the kitchen and their entire screen of orders, all of them are red. Every single one. And there's like 30 orders on that screen. It was massive, the amount of orders they had. And we were like, oh my God. And we're all looking at each other like, oh no. So they had a lot of staff, granted, which is the one thing that made me at least feel better for them, because they had so many people. And you could tell that the servers were mad at the cooks because there were several times where the servers were like, hey, yo, I put in an order at like 2:18 for insert item here. It has been over an hour. Why is it not done? And the cooks were obviously just like, you know? And so it took over an hour for us to get our food. And I felt so bad for Lex because it was me, Dylan, Lex, and John at a table together. And Lex hadn't eaten that day because she wanted to like save food for brunch, essentially. Didn't realize it was going to take us 40 minutes to get the table in general, which is fine. We like, again, we didn't mind waiting, and I don't want this to sound like champagne problems. So poor Lex waited 40 minutes to eat, and every single person's food came out before hers. Like John got like a salmon and biscuits kind of thing. Oh, I forgot Lex's sister was there too. Lex's sister ended up getting like biscuits and gravy. I got some kind of like egg scramble bowl where it has the potatoes and the bacon, and you know what I'm talking about. And so keep in mind, it was a table of 10. Everyone got their food before Lex, and Lex only ordered a salad. A singular salad. And so like poor Lex was literally about to have a mental breakdown and start crying because she like was dying of just hunger. And so like I offered her my fruit, like Dylan offered her, like everyone was just like offering her food because she was so hungry. And she didn't want to be that person where she was like, hey, where's my food? Because we can literally just see how swamped and stressed they are, right? And so it finally got to the point where like I literally thought Lex was about to cry. And so they set like her sister's food down, and she goes, hey, so I just ordered a salad. Do you know when that's gonna come out? And the waitress looks at her dead in the eye and goes, oh, I know. That's what I've been saying. It should be soon. Also, hi last, by the way. And so that's when we knew like, oh, so it's like really bad. And so we were like, okay, so since she got a grilled chicken salad, the only thing we can think of, right, as to why it would have taken so long is the fact that, like, it took them a long time to grill the chicken, right? We're like, you know what? They probably just had, like, no chicken left. They had to grill it from scratch. You know, chicken does take a long time to cook. So your salad's probably going to be really fresh, really great, you know, just, like, trying to, like, make her feel better, you know, to the best of our ability. And they finally bring out her salad. Everyone is done eating by the time that her food comes out, right? And so she goes to take a bite, right? And although it is a quote unquote grilled chicken salad, right? If you've worked restaurant, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say it's the grilled chicken that comes wrapped in like the little pieces of paper that you typically just keep in your fridge and or freezer. And it's like already pre-sliced. All you have to do is take it and it like cuts it into pieces, and you just gotta like sprinkle it on the salad. You know? It was like that. It was that chicken. But it was like frozen, essentially. So poor Lex took a poked her salad, and she picks it up and she goes, it's not even fresh chicken. And so she touches it, and it's like frozen solid almost. It is like ice cold. And so she felt so bad. And at that point, she was just so tired and so over. And she's like, this always happens to me. I just need to go home and take care of Brenna. And so she felt so bad. And so we ended up getting her like a to-go box. And thankfully the restaurant we were at was right next to like a Smoothie King or like some kind of just like food establishment, if you will. And so she's like, I just want to get a smoothie from next door and I'll eat the salad later. And so I felt so bad for her. And like, again, I don't want it to sound like champagne problems. The whole reason I'm telling the story is because I felt so bad for Lex in general. But like, if they were closed, I was so surprised that they kept like seating people knowing how backed up they were. You know? That was probably the most surprising thing. But I felt so bad. It was so sad. And then like everyone's looking at each other through the fence that we're divided by, and it's like, did you get your food yet? But hello to everyone who just came in. Hopefully you guys are all having a good day. We were telling story time from today and our very interesting restaurant experience that we had. The beginning of an anime villain story. And that's how Lex murdered the tri-state area. Hi, Travis, Stacy. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you, thank you. But to everyone who's asking about Scorbunny and stuff like that, Cinderace raids are a thing that happened these last weeks. So you could go into raids and get Cinderaces, and then you can breed the Cinderaces to get Scorbunnies. And that's how we're doing what we're doing, essentially. That is what's happening. Some people would have been a Karen from that. Literally, some people were. We like watched it happen in real time. The people who are sitting behind us, like John and I had our backs to her, but we could just feel like the anger exuding off of this woman, if you will. And so she finally just like in a huff and puff, like got up and she stormed up to the front where you pay. And she's like, listen, and like you saw the finger pointing and you saw the whole just like everything happen. And we're like, oh no. Oh no. So 𝗔𝗎𝚘 win. You should be able to get it when they integrate it with Pokemon Home, because they already said that Legends Arceus is going to be fully compatible with it. So you should be able to trade over your Hisuian 𝗔𝗎𝚘 from it. Well, little hoppy dude, he's so hoppy. Can you still get Cinderace? Is Cinderace over? I don't know what the actual ending date for Cinderace was. I actually never found one. I got traded a Cinderace. Yo, Mouse, you're at 2K with not a single Scorbunny yet hatched? That's shiny? That's crazy. I feel so bad. It's over, but it'll be back in 2 weeks. There you go. There you go. Also, shout out to everyone who's subscribing. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully it doesn't take me 2K eggs. If it goes over 70, it's either 75 or 78. That'll be the longest hunt I've ever had, if that's the case. I found out egg power level 2 gives an average of over 40 eggs. This is true. This is very true. Do you have the shiny charm though? Because I was gonna say, if you have the shiny charm, that at least makes your odds like a little higher, you know? I don't even know why you weren't subscribed. Because if you're saying you regret subscribing, that hurts. I don't know why I would subscribe to you in the first place. You suck. What's your favorite Gen 8 starter? Sprigatito. I was really torn between Sprigatito and Quaxly, but based off their final evolutions, I'm giving it to Sprigatito. Fuecoco is a cutie, though. I just don't care for him past Fuecoco stage, you know? I hope it doesn't take me 746 eggs like it did Charmander. That's a yikes. Is that with the charm? That's Gen... Oh, you meant Gen 8. Sorry. I'm just so used to Gen 8 being the most recent. Scorbunny. Sorry. Saying Gen 9 still doesn't feel real. It's too new. Favorite Gen 8 starter is Scorbunny. 100%. Thank you for allowing me to not embarrass myself. I appreciate it. Let's talk about UJ almost fumbling the game away to OSU. Let's talk about them missing that field goal. Let's talk about them just absolutely ripping and flipping that field goal. They could have won. Technically, they should have won. They just said, huh, we don't want it. You can have it. Yeah, that was wild. That was absolutely wild. This is a real conversation we can have, though, guys. This is real. Can we talk about the ball in New York City dropping a minute late? Can we talk about that? Because that is a real thing. That is a real thing that happened. Let's talk about how I'm going to send you $2,000. Bestie, absolutely not. Not a whole minute, right? Okay, so like that wasn't just us, right? Every single person was aware that it dropped a minute late. They dropped the ball with that incident. I hate that. I hate that so much. Because we were watching it at John's house. And before they started dropping the ball, we're like, wait, it's already midnight. How did it already? Because as soon as they started the countdown for like 59, 58, it was already midnight. And I was like, oh, you're like a whole minute off. The only thing I can think of is that like someone's performance went too long and they delayed it an extra minute because of someone's performance time. That's the only thing I can think of. Have you played Pokemon Sword and Shield? Far too many times. There's a lot of Sword and Shield content on this channel. A lot of it. My guy Shaggy took me all the way back to high school with his performance that night. So true. This is why I do the countdown in Animal Crossing. Tom Nook could never. That's insane. Yeah. I don't think I've ever done a holiday in Animal Crossing, which is like a sin, right? But honestly, something that I'm really hoping happens is they drop another Animal Crossing game soon. Because they dropped one in 2020. This would be 3 years later. You know, I don't know how they could do better than Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is the only downside. Unless they almost did like a City Folk kind of remake, where it's just like the total opposite, you know? But I would love another Animal Crossing game so much. It was 8 years between New Leaf and New Horizons. It was 8? 8? Oh my God. 8? Morgan, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. 2013 and then 2020. That's crazy. Like, that's actually very shocking. I wonder if they'll feel the need to push more because of the fact that New Horizons did so well. Wasn't New Horizons like the #1 selling game of 2020? Because I feel like if they know it'll make them money, and it did as well as it did, granted the pandemic was a huge factor of that, but you also have to take into consideration like the counter argument to that was it introduced so many more new people to Animal Crossing, and they gained a fan base that didn't already exist because of it. So if they can sell to those people, it arguably will continue to do well. You know what I mean? Morgan, thank you so much for subscribing. I do appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. I know. I feel like you're definitely right, Char. I don't know when Nintendo's gonna release a console that can top the Switch. You know? That's the thing. That's the thing that sucks. Because Nintendo really loves to ride the wave for as long as they can. There's definitely talks about a new gen console, but I feel like there's always talks of a new gen console, you know? That's the thing. What's the first Pokemon game you ever played? Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness for the Nintendo GameCube. That is the thing. Your crush just asked you out and you don't know what to say? Well, if they're your crush and you like them and you think that they're a good person and would add happiness into your life, then you can say yes. Would you regret saying no? That's the other big question. 2 things Nintendo needs to do in 2023. A new Mario game and the Game Boy system on the NSO. That is true. That is very true. Have you been watching HDV? As a Pokemon content creator, it's hard for me to watch other people's content because a lot of the times they're just like my friends. So like, because all me and my friends ever do is Pokemon content, I typically don't watch a lot of other people's Pokemon content because it's just like work to me at this point. So like, it's really hard for me to like watch a lot of others' projects without like seeing the work that's behind it. You know what I mean? Is anyone else having lag problems, or is it a YouTube thing on her side? You can try lowering the quality if you're on like mobile or PC and see if that does anything. It could be your internet, as long as people aren't having an issue as well. Trevor's been having issues. You've had no problems. Okay, well that's at least. It says I have excellent connection. Am I dropping any frames? No, it's a YouTube thing. It says I have 0 drop frames and I have excellent connection. So unfortunately, it might be your guys' internet. I'm not saying you're crazy. I'm just saying it might be your internet and not my stream. Or YouTube servers in connection to your internet. I would never say you're crazy. What should I name my shiny cloth since you told me to shiny hunt it? Pretty Patty. I told him yes. Let's go! Congratulations! Like I said, as long as it's something you think that would be good for you and you think that they're a good person and everything like that, then go for it. You know? What did you do in school? So I had a very big passion for psychology for a really, really long time. And that was kind of like my ride or die profession, if you will. So in high school, I thankfully had a very flexible school program where once you kind of took the classes that are required, you could kind of take electives to fill the other credits you had to take in whatever interested you. So it's not like we had a fixed schedule where it was like junior year, you take this, senior year, you take this, aside from like your math, science, whatever. Basically, as long as you graduated with however many credits and you did your required classes you had to take per the state, you could take whatever classes interested you for those remaining credits, because the required ones didn't add up to like the maximum total amount. You kind of had to pick classes you were interested in, if that kind of makes sense. So I took a lot of psychology, sociology, basically anything that was like in that realm, if you will. And then when I went to college, I was a dual mental health psychology and social work major. I did a little bit of both. Because the nickname and it's a female. But listen, it looks like a pretty Patty. Does it not? Does it not? He helps me with my ex and his friends from bullying me. Well, that's nice. That sounds like a good human.
Logan Prevo says, did taking psychology make you psychic?
Psychic. No, but it allows you to see trends in human behavior. So you can kind of like understand where people are coming from and why people's brains work the way they do. And it allows you to like predict people's behavior a little bit more. So like, technically no, but in a certain aspect, yes. Silver Werewolf Ranger, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Hello, hello. Yeah, mostly A's and B's in psychology in high school. Chat? Why is it blurry? Okay, cool. It's in focus now. That was weird, right? That was so weird. That's crazy. Give me another Mon to shiny hunt. Finn is in. Posted the anatomy of a floof in the Discord under photos. Okay. MSN and Pokemon fan, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Do I suddenly need glasses? That it was weird, right? Like you guys have never seen that. I've never seen that. My weakest subject in school is by far was science. Technically mine was physics, but it combined everything that I was bad at in one subject. So that was the downside for me. Math was technically my worst, but because physics involves so much math and you have to basically set up the math problems by yourself. And my problem is the fact that I would like, my brain couldn't comprehend how to set up the problems correctly. And if you can't set up the problems correctly, you're basically boned from the start. So
Prevo wants to take a magical freaking journey. What does Mr. Magical Unicorn have to say?
Oh, we can find out. We can absolutely find out. It's one of my first times seeing your lives. Well, hello. Hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully you consider subscribing. We do a lot of Pokemon content here. Alrighty. Logan, your positive affirmation for the day is spread some love. Spread the love as thick as you would spread that Nutella on everywhere and anywhere you go. Help people appreciate the good in their life. Like you are a delight. There you go. That is your positive motivation for the day. As per the affirmation card you requested. But hello, Shady Past. Hopefully you're having a great day. And Scotty, welcome to the stream as well. Hello, hello. I've always sympathized with math books, though. There are always so many problems. God. Just like flashing back to math. It's so horrible. Like, the thing that really frustrated me with math is I was 100% that person who, like, knew what my path was going to be. And I knew I was never going to touch, like, that level of math in my entire life. So, like, I just knew it was a waste. So there was no motivation behind it. Hi, Coob. How's work? How you be? How you do? Okay, where are the eggs? Okay, we had these two. These two. We might be able to hatch all these by the time I have to go to work. We'll see. I'll do my best to actually remember when I hatch all 5. I'm currently playing Pokemon Scarlet right now. Let's go. That sounded like you were gonna swear. What the f? You really thought I was gonna swear? That's crazy. That's crazy. Insane. Math was awful. It was so bad. And all of the word problems were just so impractical. It really was. I getting food? Which food are you getting, though? What is the food? You love math? I wish. I wish I could have that kind of motivation. I just simply could not. Honestly, one of the coolest classes I ever took was astronomy. I was really good at astronomy. Charlie's, that's fair. Get you a nice sandwich. Math was next to science. So, okay. Here's the fun thing. Caden, who you see in the chat, he and I were complete opposites of each other. I was really good at history, and I was really good at English and psychology. Basically, everything that falls under, like, that umbrella, right? Caden was the opposite. Caden was really good at math and science and analytics and just, like, everything that was that. So I was the very right-brained individual, and he was the very left-brained individual. English is stupid. Math is stupid. When am I gonna use trigonometry? Ever. What is your favorite primal, shiny, and Scarlet so I can shiny hunt it? I'm assuming you mean like paradox form. Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon. Caden should get some patties from a certain place. That is true. Math is not everything. Math is depressing and made up and not real. It's just numbers. But it's like... it's not real. Some silly old man created numbers in a very olden day and decided that these numbers should determine your entire life and your stability, your financial success. Like, some old person decided that just numbers determine everything in life. Everything. And had that one person not decided that number plus this number equals this number, our life would be totally different. It's kind of a crazy thought. Like, if you sit down and actually think about the concept of numbers and what our life would be if we didn't decide that numbers, which are not actually a real thing. Like, you can't hold the number 1. It's not like you can look at the number 1 and be like, ah, yes, this is 1, you know? Aside from like a tangible object and it's like, oh, I have 1 glass in my hand. You know what I mean? But I have the glass in my hand, I don't have 1 in my hand. You know? Like if numbers were never deemed as a thing and math was never created and random people putting numbers together and creating patterns out of numbers never created the patterns that they did, how different would our life be? Like if credit scores didn't exist because there was no way to accurately like track your credit, like those numbers would mean nothing. That's too deep for me. It's a real thing to think about though. It's kind of crazy. It is kind of nutty. What about a plastic number 1? But you're holding plastic. But you see what I'm getting at, though. You see what I'm getting at. I had one person tell me that once, and like my brain just like shattered into smithereens. You know? Like you wouldn't know what time to get up, because like time wouldn't be a thing if there were no numbers. You know? It would just be like, ah, yes, sun is up, I work. Sun is down, I sleep. We'd be nowhere even remotely close to where humanity is today. That's the thing. It's like, it's so crazy. You want to know the worst kind of math? What is, I don't even know what that is, Kiers, and I don't even want to know what that is. Time doesn't exist. Time is fake. Your age would not be a thing. There'd be no way to calculate age. Your entire job is based on numbers. That makes me want to throw up. Respectfully. Just all over the floor. What is your favorite Pokemon? Probably Flareon. Because my first game I ever played was XD Gale of Darkness on the GameCube. And your starter in that game was Eevee. So everyone's like Charmander growing up from like Pokemon Red and Blue was like my Eevee. So I chose to evolve my Eevee into Flareon. Therefore, Flareon being technically my first starter I ever chose. Therefore, based off nostalgia purposes, being my favorite. It's also very adorable, so I give it credit there. Unless we do a sleep block, then you don't sleep at night. Exactly. Exactly. Bye, Tay. Have a good night. Have a good night. Flareon was mid until the physical special split. They've done better. There just weren't physical fire type moves. Like, if they would have created better physical fire type moves when they created the physical special split to support the fire types that they decided to make physical attackers. Oh my god, we got it! We talked about Flareon and we summoned it, chat! We got the boing boing boy, we got the boing boing boy, we got the boing boing, got the boing boing, got the boing boing boy. Look at the friend! It's technically 72. 72. It's still under, this is my second longest hunt, because I think my max I did was 78. Little man, we got him. Okay, hold on. His name shall be Macaroni. Macaroni. Him. Himby. Why? Because his colors look like macaroni. I hatched 200 something and still nothing yet, but do you have the shiny charm? Shiny charm makes a big difference. It has high jump kick. Hello? I think the firebox is over here. I'm gonna put it over here. You get to go over here where you're safe and I can't accidentally release. I will save. I will save. Do not fret. Do it again. I mean, we have extra eggs. We'll see what we can do. I will save. Do not worry. I do have the shiny charm. That is tragic. That makes me really sad for you, honestly. Can you name a Scorbunny Dave? Perhaps. Perhaps I shall.
Logan Prevo
Okay.
is reminding you to save because we all know how bad your luck is and nobody in chat will know how to react if you cry.
This is true. I did save right before I did that. So we'll count it as that. Do not fret. But do we get who? Boing, boing, boys. That is the question at hand. It is absolutely the question. I just had bad luck, I guess. I'm sorry. I wish there was like advice I could give, but like there's just really not, unfortunately. That's the thing that sucks. Clipped and shipped. Thanks. If it has mac and cheese colors, nickname one craft or Velveeta. This is true. Those are also good. We could do queso. We could do Velveeta. We could do craft. These are good calls. These are very, very good calls. I think that's 73 at that point. Let me double check. No, this is 74. I'm going to be off because we're no longer going in increments of 5. Okay. So we should be at 77 when this ends. Good Lord. So sad. So sad. But anyways, as I was saying about Flareon, though, perhaps we'll summon another one by talking about it. Had they done more to support the physical types when they created the physical special split, Flareon could have been viable, but they didn't give it moves to allow it to become viable. Because really the only physical fire type moves we had for a really long time were Fire Fang and like Flare Blitz. With really only Fire Fang being viable for a lot of people, because a lot of people, just like Double Edge or like anything else, don't want to sacrifice half their HP for one hit, you know? So had they, Casey, you're a hero. Guys, can we get a wall of hearts in the chat for Casey for literally giving me the Logitech keyboard with like the cloud and everything else? Casey literally bought me a brand new keyboard setup for Christmas, and it was so incredibly kind, and it was actually incredibly expensive for them. So if you guys would do me some favors and get some love in the chat for Casey, because it was almost like $200 that they gave me for Christmas to upgrade my setup. So please show him all the love in the entire world. But hello, Casey. Thank you for being a Foxling. I appreciate you. Because like, to go to the conversation we were talking about, right? Imagine if Flareon were able to get Flame Wheel, even just for like Gen 4, when that one existed. There's the other one I'm thinking of. The one in Gen 5, where it boosts speed for every turn it does. That's not Flame Wheel. There's another one. Like, there are so many options that they could have given it to be more viable and give it the same amount of, you know, like, stab options that pertain to its, like, typing and, like, its physical special split, like Jolteon, Vaporeon, Espeon. The only person who doesn't get coverage the way it should is Umbreon. Like, had they done better at just giving Flareon options, it would have been a lot more popular. They just shafted its move pool when there were options to give it. You know? Giving Flareon guts, huge. Like, Flareon has such a high physical attack, but they're not giving it anything to, like, work towards it with, you know? Flame Charge, that's what I'm thinking of, yeah. You know? Unfortunately, Pokemon just shafted it. Because like I said, options existed, they just chose not to give it to them. I wish Leafeon had better moves too. They've done better as of recent gens, but like overall, yeah, for sure. I agree. Alrighty. This will be our last round of eggs, at least for today. I'll let you guys know if we hatch any off screen, but I do need to get ready for work since I go in at 9 p.m. So I gotta eat some food and stuff before we go live. Not go live, before I go to work. I also need to do my hair because I haven't done anything to it, which is why it looks like a frizzy mess. But thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. By the way, guys, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe. It would mean the entire world. But I've been doing a lot with shorts recently, and those are starting to do well, which is very, very exciting. And like I said, there's a lot of content that's going to be coming very soon, and it's going to be a lot of like different content. So I'm very excited for everything that's been happening as of recently. You know? Very excited. Not that the others are better off, but 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is kind of lackluster. Oh yeah, it's also horrible. I will absolutely admit to that. Any day of the week. Any day of the week. Oh my god, KC with the $50! Bestie, you already did too much! Bestie! GU, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for the $50! Linz, I hope you have the best 2023, and I always feel bad I can't go to your streams as often as I used to since I've been busy with work. You never need to apologize in a million, billion, like trillion years. Like, I'm glad that you were able to work and get the hours to support yourself and, you know, take care of yourself, because that is first and foremost. And I would never want you to feel the pressure to like either come to my streams or donate or anything like that and have you end up not being able to support yourself as a repercussion of that. So I am very grateful that you are in a good place and, you know, work is giving you hours so you're able to support yourself the way that you need to. So thank you so much for the $50. That was so generous. Like I said, you already purchased the keyboard and everything else, so thank you so much. That's so nice of you. I need some Scorbunny and eggs. Hopefully you can find someone that'll trade you some. Because if you can just get someone to trade you one, all you need to do is breed one with a ditto. And then you're good. You know? Scorbunny! He's so cute. Look at that little boing boing boy. He's so happy, you guys. It's a happy little man. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, this is the last egg. The last one. It's the final countdown. Meep, meep, meep. Meep, 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 meep. Meep, meep, meep. Meep, 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 meep. Meep, 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 meep. Imagine if it were shiny. That'd be crazy. That would be awesome. I really want a Cinderace, but I have no 100 level. Like I said, that's why if you can get someone to trade you one and just kind of do what I am, at least in that way you don't have to have it yourself and you can just mooch from someone else so it's not like crazy high level. Alrighty. Meep, meep, I'm a sheep. So true, bestie. So true. Alrighty. We are going to go ahead and raid my wonderful boyfriend, Vandy. He is absolutely incredible. If you enjoy my content, you will absolutely enjoy his. He is also shiny hunting. So it's a nice little transition. Nice little transition for you guys. So if you guys would be so kind as to please go show him all the love in the entire world, it would mean the world to me. Please go show him all the love. This is the link. I will see you guys all in the next one tomorrow. And hopefully you guys all have a wonderful rest of your night. Please take care of yourselves. Remember to take your medicine and drink water and support yourself if you haven't already. But please have a wonderful rest of your night, guys. Have a good one. Goodbye.